Hello friends, welcome to the fifth session of English the Simple Way. The topic for today is the basics of English sounds part 2, consonants. In our earlier sessions, we have been talking about three things. 1. Sounds as phones. 2. Phones as phonemes. 3. Phonemes as individual sounds. We have also tried to make it clear that individual sounds are unique sounds. It is these individual or unique sounds that create new words. It therefore becomes not only advisable but also advantageous for a learner of English to study, understand, and use phonetic transcription of all the 44 sounds in spoken English. Out of these 44 sounds, 20 are vowel sounds and 24 consonant sounds. In our previous session, namely Supplement to the Basics of English Sounds Part 1, we made a mention of consonant sounds and their IPA transcriptions. In this session, we wish to have a comparative discussion of consonant sounds and their phonetic transcriptions on the one hand, and consonant letters of the alphabet and their pronunciation on the other. Let us try to find out the basic point of difference between phonemes and alphabet consonants. This difference can be made clear by taking examples from both, that is, sounds in spoken English and sounds of written English. First, we take up sounds from spoken English. Let's take any consonant phoneme, speak it aloud, and note down the particular sound that is produced while pronouncing it. We already know that each sound that we produce is quite distinct from the other 23 sounds. This makes all these sounds unique. While producing sounds, we notice that out of all sounds, only that particular sound comes out which we intend to produce. If we want to say B, only the sound B comes out, not P, not T, not D, etc. And it is this speciality that gives them the name consonants. If we compare the consonants with the vowel sounds, we find that a vowel sound comes out of our mouth even when we don't produce it purposefully. A vowel sound is a natural sound which is produced without any obstruction in the mouth. However, with every consonant sound, we find one or the other vowel sound produced naturally. We find it either slightly or clearly audible at the end of every consonant sound. We call it a mandatory sound. As a matter of fact, the vowel sound seems to be unavoidable at the end of one and all consonant sounds. This is the governing principle of all sounds. Following this principle, let us now try to find out what particular vowel sound flows out of its own at the end of the 24 consonant phonemes. We begin with the first four, namely P, B, T, D. Now, let us speak them aloud. All the while, remember that all these phonemes are distinct or unique sounds, quite different from one another. When we say P and stretch it a bit more than usual, like P, we find the sound flowing out involuntarily, spontaneously, unintentionally. This naturally flowing out sound seems to be mandatory or obligatory. We are producing the sound p only, but sound is heard at the tail end without our asking. Now, let's speak out b, t, d. Stretch these sounds the same way as we did the sound p. We find that all the three phonemes end in the same sound, that is as b gives us the sound b plus a. T gives us the sound t plus a. D gives us the sound d plus a. If we take all the remaining phonemes one by one, we find all of them ending in the same vowel sound, that is a. This feature leads us to draw a conclusion that all consonant phonemes are made up of two sounds. One is the primary sound and the other is the secondary sound. The primary sound is the original or unique consonant sound, whereas the secondary sound is the naturally flowing out vowel sound. The primary sound is the one that we have produced intentionally. The secondary sound is the one that we haven't produced intentionally or voluntarily. Thus, we conclude that phonemes and their transcriptions are systematic and scientific, and it is this basic feature that makes speech sounds different from the written symbols, or what we call alphabet. At this point, it will be quite appropriate to make a clarification. The classification of consonant sounds as given here, namely primary and secondary, is not an established rule of linguistics or phonetics. We have given this only for the sake of simplification of our viewpoint. This brings us to analyze the pronouncing pattern of the letters of the alphabet. We have just noticed that all the 24 phonemes end in the same vowel sound a. In contrast to this, no consonant letter of the English alphabet ends in the vowel sound a. To judge this contrast, let us classify the 21 consonant letters into 5 groups. This grouping is made on the basis of the vowel sound that comes out naturally either at the end of the spoken consonant or at its beginning. And remember, this grouping too is done for the sake of simplifying our explanation. The first group that we would like to discuss has 7 letters in it. These letters are B, C, D, G, P, T and V. Following the earlier pattern, we get 2 sounds for each of them. B gives out the sounds B and E. Similarly, C gives out S and E. D gives D and E. G gives J plus E. P gives P plus E. T gives T plus E. And V gives the sounds V plus E. So we notice that all the letters of this group give the vowel sound E as the stretching sound or the ending sound. The second group has 6 letters in it, namely F, L, M, N, S and X. Now these letters in fact give out the initial or beginning vowel sound instead of the ending sound. Each letter here begins with the vowel sound A. We speak these letters as A plus F is equal to F. A plus L is equal to L. A plus M is equal to M. A plus N is equal to N. A plus S is equal to S. A plus K plus S is equal to X. The third group consists of 2 letters, J and K. J gives the consonant sound J plus followed by the vowel sound A. That is J. So does K give the sounds K plus A is equal to K. Both these consonants end in the vowel sound A. The fourth group too has 2 consonants in it, namely Q and W. The letter Q is pronounced as K plus Y plus U is equal to Q. W gives us the sounds double plus Y plus U is equal to W. Both these letters end in the vowel sound U and form this group. The fifth group of 4 letters has irregular ending sounds. This means all the 4 letters end in the different sounds. The letter H gives the sound A, just as J and K of group 3. But here the sound A begins the consonant, whereas J and K end in this sound. The letter R begins with A and ends in R. Y. The last consonant Z has consonant sounds on both sides with the vowel sound A in between Z and D sounds. Thus we see that the sounds of the alphabet consonants are not only irregular but also unscientifically voiced or spoken. This difference in ending sounds marks a great difference between speech sounds, that is phonemes, and written letters, that is alphabet. And this basic point of difference must always be remembered while reading the written spellings of words. Pronounce the written words on the basis of phonemic sounds. Don't be misguided by the alphabetic sounds of written letters. Our coming video shall deal with vowel sounds or phonemes and their transcription. Don't miss this important session. The knowledge of English sounds is incomplete without perfection in the use of vowel sounds. So, be on your alert. Till then, goodbye. And yes, don't forget to like, share and subscribe our channel, English the Simple Way.